Okay, so children, last week, right, I was doing something called what? I was doing something called a guess and check supposition method. All right, so it's a little bit advanced. Today's lesson will be a little bit simpler, a bit more easier model drawing. All right, so last week that lesson is just trying to remind you that guess and check supposition method are P5 topics. All right, which you need to know also. All right, some of you, of course, learn it in primary 3 and primary 4 because your school a little bit advanced, and some of you are maybe from the super high order thinking classes and all this. All right, so you might have learned it in primary 2 even. Primary 2. Okay, come. So children, last week, right? Last week I gave you all 2 questions. I say that it's not homework. All right, I told you that it's not homework. Don't worry, it's not homework. All right, but we still have to look at the 2 questions. All right. So this one is talking about teacher Jess. All right, you see the questions are quite interesting, right? Told you already got bubble tea. All right, got upsize and got regular size one. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so what kind of question is this? First thing, you take a look, right? You take a read through the question first. Teacher Jess decided to treat her 41 students to bubble tea. Oh my goodness. Teacher Jess must be quite rich in order to do so. So 41 students consists of what? This is considered the total. Can you see not? Total. Can you see? Total student. So this is the first total. Pom Pom, do you miss my handwriting? I think so, right? Yeah. So this is the first total. Then what happened? There are 2 additional information. What are the 2 additional information? The regular size bubble tea costs $3.20. This is regular size. All right. So this is one of the information. All right. One of the information. Okay. And you read on. However, some student requested for an upsize, which costs 70 cents more. Oh, be careful, children. Be careful. So it's 70 cents more. 70 cents more means that the upsize costs how much, children? All right, the upsize costs how much? This one you have to be careful a bit. All right, because the question a little bit change. All right, they say upsize. Upsize means what? Is 70 cents more. So the regular size is $3.20. The upsize is 70 cents more plus 70 cents. All right, so using my mental calculation, all right, using my mental calculation, 70 cents plus 20 cents is $3.90. Ah, yeah, we got so cheap one, the bubble tea. All right, the one I bought in Singapore is quite expensive. All right, so the small cup is $3.20. The regular cup is $3.20. The upsize is $3.90. So this is my second information. Understand our children? All right, remember I told you how to recognize guess and check question, how to recognize supposition method. There must be 2 total and 2 information, right? Or 2 individual information. She spent $142.40 in total. Look, this is the second total. Right, this is the total value. Can you see now, children? So every time, right, most of the time, right, whenever you get what? You get 2 totals. Whenever you get 2 totals and you get 2 individual information. Right, 2 individual information. What kind of question is this? Right, what kind of question is this? Yes, many of you are shouting, supposition method. Okay, maybe y'all don't shout like that. Y'all got nicer voice, not like mine. Okay. This is called supposition method. All right, my teacher don't use the word supposition. Okay, don't angry, assumption method. Okay, don't worry, I haven't finished writing. Guess and check method, can? All right, but again, you're in P5 already next year. All right, if you're in P5 next year, right, my suggestion for you is to use what? All right, either this one, or it's not either. Best is to use this one. All right, best is to use this one. Supposition or assumption method. That's the best. Why? Because right, you will be complaining that you don't have enough time to finish your exam paper one. Right, so it's better to do a method that is fast. You have to use a method instead of just guessing, checking, guessing, checking, guessing, checking, guessing, checking, which takes a lot of time, all right, children? Can? And what do you do? Remember the first step? All right, I taught you the faster way. Actually, it's not I. Actually, it's Toby. Toby taught you all the faster way, but he left the last 20 minutes of the class. But before that, he did say something. During the class, right, before the lesson also, when I was teaching this topic, he was telling us, right, look at the question. So this is the question. How many students requested for upsize? Can you see that? So the question is looking for upsize. And I still remember Toby saying what? Use the opposite. He did say, I did remember that. All right, that must be Toby. Toby say what? Use the opposite. All right, use the opposite, in order to find the answer faster. He did say that. All right. I think I'm quite positive. I'm quite positive he said that. So every time you look at the question first. So if the question is looking for upsize, you use the opposite as the start to begin. You use the opposite to begin. So what's the opposite of upsize? That means regular lah. All right. So you assume, right? You assume all 41 students. All right. You assume all 41 students want the what? The regular size, not the upsize. All right. Understand not, children? You use the opposite. So that's how you begin. That's how you remember what to do. All right. Instead of guessing and checking. If you guess and check, right, you take, okay, 41. 41 divided by 2. Huh? You cut the student into half. Sorry. Sorry, what's that called? Sound effect. All right, sound effect. All right. So you don't go and cut the students up, Ken. Right, be nice. All right, you can use this method, supposition method or assumption method, same. All right, but what to use? Look at the question. The question looking for upsize, you take the opposite. Opposite is what? Opposite of upsize is regular. So you assume all 41 pupils want the regular size. All right. But again, children, if your teacher want to belanja your bubble tea, of course take the upsize lah. Right? I'll bring my own cup even. The super gigantic cup. All right. If my teacher want to treat me bubble tea, all right? So children, right? Don't go for the regular size, okay? All right, so 41 students all want the regular size, which is how much? $3.20. Imagine that, imagine. Everybody want to help the teacher save money. All right, so I did say can use calculator. Come, let's press the calculator. 41 times $3.20 is equal to what? $131.20. $131.20. $131.20. Eh? But not right, leh. How come not right? Because the total value is what? The total value is 142 and 40 cents. How can there only be 131.20 cents? So that's how you get your first difference. 142 and 40 cents minus away your 131 and 20 cents. And that will give you your very first difference. All right. Okay, if you press your calculator, 142.4 minus 131.20 cents is the what? Oh, there's a difference of $11.20. All right, so this is called your first difference. First difference, correct or not, children? Can you see that I'm using the same wording as last week or not? All right, last week, if you come for lesson, all right, I told you that this is the first difference. All right, so where did this difference come from? Where did this difference come from? This difference actually comes from the what? The upsize. Because the upsize costs more, right? The upsize costs more. All right, so one cup, one upsize is what? One upsize is $3.90. Just now we calculated. One of the smaller cup is $3.20, right? So each upsize is cost what? Each upsize costs 70 cents more. All right, which actually the question gave us already, I know. All right, so what is this 70 cents? This 70 cents is each upsize costs 70 cents more. All right, each upsize costs 70 cents more, which means that this is our second differences. And what do we do, children? Drum roll, last step. Last step, what is the last step? All right, sure, I know. Okay, Bern, what do you know? Sorry, I'm calling myself, right? Because you know, I have grown to talk to myself a lot of time already. So the question is, how many 70 cents are there? How many 70 cents are there in the $11.20? That's the question. How many? So you have to take $11.20 divide by 70 cents. All right, money divided by money, very safe. And there you press your calculator. Oh, 16. All right, the answer is 16. Such a beautiful number, children. All right, you never get decimal, you never get fraction, you get a 16. 16 what? 16 students.
Oh, I'm not gonna use calculator.
Why?
I don't need calculator.
Whoa, why you must be a human calculator yourself, right? That's very good. Okay, so children, just to let you know, in primary 5, right, there are certain parts of the paper you can use your calculator. So there are paper 1 and paper. Hey, Brian, what's up? All right, So sorry, I didn't greet you yet. All right, so in primary 5, right, there's paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 consists of all the smaller questions, which you don't need to use calculator. You cannot use calculator. And paper 2, right, will be the open-ended questions, right? A lot of problem sums, that one you can use calculator. Can? So anyway, all right, try to train yourself. Make sure you press your calculator properly, and also to have the mindset like Toby, all right? You must be mentally prepared to do the sum mentally, right? So you have to use mental calculation. All right, that's good. All right, and how many students we are talking about here? 16. Yes, Toby. Sorry again, I cannot hear you. What do you say? Yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. I'm seriously, I cannot.
My mic is so dead.
What good night? Do you say good night?
My mic is very dead.
Your mic is very dense, something like that.
Dead. That's why I can't speak properly.
Oh my goodness. Then don't speak. Go to the chat and type. Because I cannot hear you. Then I heard what good night, huh? Hello? 5 o'clock, you good night me?
I don't speak. I do in chat.
Okay, good, right in the chat, yes. And Jasmine, I saw your answer in the chat. Thank you. You're the first person who submit. Amazing. All right, followed by Toby. All right, hey, children, if you can, right, you can participate with me, right? You can do the working at your end, and you can put in the answer into the chat also. All right. For those who don't know, don't worry. All right, these are the step by step, and you can go and download all this again. Can you see the beautiful handwriting? Sometimes I'm just so impressed with myself. You know, I think that I'm the only one teacher who can write nicely. I think so. You know, this entire world don't have anybody really. It's only me. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, nice. Toby, I saw your message. Good job. Okay, so children, do you understand or not? Can you see the steps are always the same? All right, the steps are always the same if you compare to last week. And this step is even faster. Why? Because you pinpoint. Remember I told you about the itch? Right? Imagine your right shoulder itchy, what you do? Huh? You don't go and guess and check. You don't go and ask your daddy and mommy to scratch for you. Because your mommy and daddy don't know where to scratch. So they anyhow scratch, right? So that is called guessing and checking. Right? So they anyhow scratch here, scratch there. Mommy, not down there. Mommy, not down there. Right? So the thing is, they don't know. So they are guessing and checking, right? But you know specifically where is the itch, right? What you do? You go to the particular point and scratch. Oh, itchy gone, shock. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Understand, not children? All right. So this is what? This is called the using different concept to target a question. You know where's the itch. You go and scratch it using the correct method. Understand, not children? Right. So today, right, when you go home, right? Oh, sorry, you're at home, right? Your daddy and mommy ask you over dinner. Hey, children, what do you learn today? Oh, Mr. Ong teach us how to scratch. Oh, okay, can. Right, don't say that, don't say that, huh? Tell them what I teach you, can. Right, don't know about scratching, huh? Right, it's just an analogy, remember? Okay, come, children. Question 4 done, huh? All right. So this is the look at the exact steps. Right, it's the same as what we gone through the last week. All right, and another question. Last week I did give you another question, review question. It's about ice cream. All right, you see the question's not what it's not about chickens and goats. It's not about motorcycles and whatever. You see, so exciting the questions. It's about ice creams. All right, so ice cream shop sells single scoop ice cream. Woo! For $2.50. Oh, that's quite cheap. Right, Singapore 1 scoop can go up to $4, my goodness. And a double scoop ice cream. Ooh! All right, for $4. Eh? What is this? What is this, children? What is this? This is like called the what? The first information, right? All right, this is one individual information, right? Remember I used the word individual? Right, this is one individual information. This is another individual information. Right, so we have two individual information. Okay, read on. On a sunny day, right? The shop sold 124 scoops of ice cream. Oh, this is the total scoops. This is the total scoop. This is one of the total. And collected a total of this one. Can you see not? Can you see not? So this is the total value, total amount. So we have what? Children, what do we have? All right, we have 2 totals and 2 individual information. All right. So what does this makes? All right, this makes a assumption or supposition method. So that's how you recognize the question. Children, understand or not? All right, you need to recognize. Okay, not every time, oh, guess and check. Not every time you see a chicken and goat is all guess and check. It's not like that. All right.